Today we're going to do some five-wood woodworking. Okay, there you come. Five-wood woodworking.
5-0 woodworking.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Let's go make some. Let's go.
All right, guys, I thought I'd give this YouTube thing a try. This being the first one I've done. I actually had my boy Levi with Concho Valley Custom Kydex ask if anybody knew how to do a challenge coin holder. And of course I said, what do you need? And we're going to start building that. I've never... Black gel stain. And you think to yourself, that's awfully thick. All right, guys, as you probably know, we have now stained all the wood. And that's right. To me and you, it all looks the same. But you know the one thing good about real wood to me is, it's the fact that it doesn't look like plastic. So that's wood under there. It's stained black, looks black, but it doesn't look plasticky. And that's a good thing, I think. Plasticky is not good. So we got the nice wood stained up. We're of course going to have to let that dry for a couple of days. Give it a couple of days to dry. And then we'll come back and start assembling it. And then we'll get to move on to the laser back here and try to figure out what kind of logo, or not logo, how we're going to design and where we're going to place everything for him for his Concho Valley Custom Kydex logo. And we'll get it on there some cool way or something, and maybe color it up, paint it black. Maybe we won't paint it black. Maybe a contrasting color. Who knows? We'll see what happens though. All right, guys. So we'll get this done. So we're going to get back at it. We're going to go ahead and put this thing together. I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of a tip that I've picked up over the years. When I first started doing woodwork, I was probably like most people, and I'd grab me a drill and I'd grab me a screw and I'd just run me two boards together. What I realized a lot of times though, when I was trying to do something a little bit nicer than just running two 2x4s together, I would end up splitting wood or something like that. So what I found, and of course, you know, YouTube has shown me that if you get you a drill bit and you drill your little pilot hole through these things on smaller stuff, usually you don't end up with split wood, and it's awesome. As I've continued to do this, I found these little things right here. And let you see these. They got a drill bit and then they got a countersink bit in them. So it makes everything look just, you know, that one step a little higher of making things look super nice and clean. It actually resets that screw into the wood, and you get a way cleaner look on stuff. And we're going to do that with this thing today. We're going to get it assembled today, put together, and I'll show y'all some of the other stuff I've done with it to get it to hold these challenge coins. He wanted 50, like I said. I think we're going to be over 50, which is good. So he'll be able to expand a little bit on his challenge coin collection over there, Levi. And we'll get that taken care of. But we'll get this thing assembled, and then we'll start looking at it. Then I'll kind of show you how I cut the channels for the challenge coins to go. And we've pre-drilled it set the screw, and it's ready to go on this side. We'll do that 3 more times. There you go. We got the frame now. So, real quick, these runners that I put in here for the challenge coins, the way I did those is, if you can tell here, cut a channel in them. So, like most, this was a trial and error. For me, I always grab me a piece of scrap wood, and that's the same dimension of the piece I want to use. And I test it out on my table saw until I get it the way I want it. Now, there's that scientific way to do stuff, is I think it's measuring. So if you keep measuring, you'll find the center and your depth, and you'll get everything where you want it. And that is really good idea. I like to trial and error it, because the efficiency to me, I'm not repeating this thing probably 100 times. So if I was doing 100 times, I'd probably go ahead and do the math and get it down to a science on where I need to set my table saw, what angle, what depth, how many times, all that good stuff. But when I do projects like this, then somebody's asked to do it, like I tell everybody, yeah, I'll give it a try. And we'll give it a try, see what it looks like, get it turned out to them, and go from there. But I'm a trial and error kind of guy. I have tape measures. I got one right here. But a lot of times I just try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I guess I'm going to figure out another way to do it that I can do that does work. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your projects. When you see people do them, a lot of times it's a lot of measuring, a lot of cutting. For me, I spend more time cutting, trying to see if it fits. If it doesn't fit, or if it doesn't work, I try it again, do it a different way, okay? Just keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged.
I might will.
Yeah.
Just so you need to assist it.
So do we need to tell them what we're doing right now?
What are you going to do?
So what are we doing right now? So right now, we're putting the challenge coin slots on the frame we built.
On the frame we built.
Yeah. So we can get that set, and then we can go from here, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
we've already predetermined our spacing between each one
Okay.
at 2 inches.
Okay.
So we're going to need to set these at 2 inches.
2 inches?
Yeah. And a tape measure?
I got to take my saw.
Tape measure. Thank you, sir. So we're going to go from top to bottom 2 inches. This one here is a little low, so I have to raise it up, and then we'll get it screwed in, and we'll just continuously do that until we get them all up here. Yep.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we'll turn that on. All right, guys, we got this thing all assembled. The next thing we're going to work on is my newest addition to my shop, probably I did it about 6 months ago, is my X-Tool D1 10-watt dial laser. What we're going to do, though, kind of what I had in mind is we're going to do this logo on here somewhere. And at first I wasn't real sure how we're going to do it, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is contrasting colors. I'm going to put this piece of wood up here, and we're going to integrate it into this shelving unit, and we're going to put his logos on here. Concho Valley Custom Kydex, I think on each side, his screen logo, and then maybe established in the middle, and who knows, maybe something else, because we get to play with the laser, and I love playing with the laser and trying new things and stuff. So we'll get that figured out. Yeah, what did I say? A lot. If we figure that out, and we'll go from there. So we'll get over here on the computer, we'll uncover the laser and bust out the laptop and get all that going and figuring that out, and we'll go from there. All right, we'll see you in just a minute. All right, so real quick, I'm going to try to get the first part of the design done on the X-Tool laser. I've gotten a picture of what I want to put over here, and then we'll start burning that on. I'm going to frame it up right quick and try to figure out, make sure I'm in the right spot I want to be, and go from there. So we'll frame it a few times. Wyatt giving the big thumbs up here. Ooh, looks like we're going to be just off our board. I'll frame it one more time and go from there. I usually have to do this several times before I figure out exactly where I want it to be. And right now it looks like my board's a little off center. But it has this cool little crosshair, red crosshair on it. I'll sit here and do this a few dozen times before I get it exactly where I want it. And then we'll be good to go. So we got it all framed up, ready to go. I'm going to hit start, turn on my air assist so we get rid of some of that char. That way it's not so difficult to clean up, and we'll get it started, and we'll go do something else. You good, Wyatt? You need your thumbs up? Thumbs up. 45 minutes, and we're this far now. All right, so we got our laser engraving done. As you can tell, he's got a couple logos actually on his company. One of the U.S. flag and one of the Texas flag, because you know they're out here in good old West Texas. Wyatt in here again with the thumbs up and a face shot. There you go, good for you. He was established in 2015. That was something he asked me to do. He said he wanted one of his logos on there, or his logo. I really liked his flag and the Texas for his logos, and the laser, I think, really did great on those detail stars. Concho Valley Custom Kydex did really good on all that stuff, so I think it turned out really good here. So I went with the black, and we just leave this raw, and then of course we're going to clean it up a little bit, do a little touch up on some of the black stain, and then clear coat it and give it to them. But yeah, I think it's pretty sweet, and I hope you enjoy it. So I just wanted to touch base on something real quick. As I build this challenge coin holder for Levi over at Custom Concho Valley Custom Kydex. I keep in touch with them. You know, I send them a picture here and there and be like, hey man, we got it going on, getting it done. I'm waiting on the laser to finish right now, some of the stuff. As I talk to them, things always pop up. So anytime somebody asks me to build something for them, something pops up. It doesn't matter if it's, hey, can you do it this way before we can hang it that way? Don't worry about it, not a big deal. And 99.9% of people, when you send them little updates and stuff like that and ask you for a change, it's really not that big of a deal. You just got to be able to change, okay? I built this challenge coin holder without a back. And he said, hey, is there any way you can put a back on it? And I was like, why do you need a back on it? It's got slots in it, you know, they sit right in there. And then he sent me a picture of one of his challenge coins. And that thing was like awkward as heck. So I was like, yeah, we need to put a back on that. Just we don't want him falling through. And his big concern was if it fell down and fell back behind it, he'd be fishing it out from his work area, back behind a counter or something. So it's really not that big of a deal. You got to be able to talk to people and just explain to them like, oh yeah, that's not a big deal. Here's what it looks like. What do you think? Here's what's going on. What do you think? I give adding a backer. I got wood over here to add. And right now we're burning the back piece. I painted it black for a match, but I'm putting another one of his logos in it. Actually looks pretty damn sweet. It's got soot on it right now from the laser, so we're going to clean it off and get that all taken care of, and then we'll go from there. And it'll be pretty sweet, I think.